Leaders is a project that I presented during my reading of my work in the Reina Sofia, curated by Manolo Borja Villel in 2015. And I was in the middle of the exhibition, and I was talking about this new visual landscape. Normally I'm coming from a generation from the 90s. It's the first generation that started to work with the informational society, the new internet tools, or the digitalization of the world. And I think this was a kind of parenthesis where I presented the whole room like a kind of cupola of this kind of landscape that is like when you are Googling in internet, and then you get a million of different visual input, and you don't know how to analyze and where to stop and where you are. And you are in the middle of this cupola, totally polluted, but there's no reference, but it's all like a noisy archive. And I think here for the characteristic of the building, it's not like a cupola, it's not like an isolated room inside the museum or something like that. It's just in between different institutions inside the building. And I like it very much because when you are in the bookshop and you take a look into the installation, you can see different layers or different levels of the building at the same time. So you have like when you are even looking for information, wherever you are, or especially in internet, you can see the machine inside. No? My way of working for many years not to pollute more the visuality. I think I was working a lot with the topic of publicity or marketing or slogan, all this kind of topic also, because I think we are not the only one, or we are not anymore. I mean the artists, the people that have the exclusivity, the actors that have the exclusivity to create the visual iconography. I think now the publicity occupy totally this factory, if I can say. They have more facility, they have more money, they have bigger resources to produce an iconography and single advertisement. And they have behind any of these images, they are sometimes in a campaign, there are hundreds of people working there, photographer, photo retouch, makeup, marketing, philosopher, analysis. There are many people involved in to develop it, just a single imaginary and a single icon. Before we worked for the poet, no? for the church or something to create this iconography, no? Who is God, how to represent in the religion, how to represent in the poet, like in the Spanish or the French imperial time or kingdom time, and even during the Republic, where you have the poet to say, okay, this is the king, this is the emperor, this is the God, this is Jesus Christ, this is how the people is looking around. Another publicity, like I say, is occupy this part. And unfortunately, we are working behind this. No, we are working with the code. We are working with the language. We are working with the structure. We are offering also to the public a space of resistance to a world that every time is more and more manipulated, more normalized, more stereotyped, because all these icons, when you watch totally isolated, sometimes you have no time to detain and to start to read what is going on in a single, what is the politics behind, what is the philosophy behind, what is the ethic behind the thing. But when you put all together, is my way of working. Normally I am compiling this for years. I open a folder, a normal folder, and I start to compiling this. When I have a note and I see that this the grammatic and the text and the paragraph is ready to be read, and I think it's starting to study. This is, I think, it's a contemporary position that in this bombing of millions of visual input, we are not visiting the museum or the archive or the library or the university anymore. We are literally and physically living inside the archive, in the surrounding, in this cupola, this protected cupola that we are living in, is this kind of chaos, this kind of noisy and polluted visual landscape. This is for us, for people that working in cultural process. This is totally dramatic, but for any kind of political representation or social representation or something, if we simplify the reality, if we simplify the nature itself, the biodiversity, the bio-cultural diversity, this is no way for the future. No, it's not option, no route, no resources to develop it our reality or our society and so. And art for me is very important, even that everybody now is dealing with this, is confronting, is living inside this archive, and is totally bombed every day with this million of visual input, and they don't know how to interpret in this. And now the new totalitarian regime is not using this kind of technology for the 30s, but there is a revival. And now we can say that we have involved this, something that is invisible. We have algorithms, we have a very sophisticated code that they start to control it. You have no tools to escape for this way of controlling. And I think art can be an open door for freedom.